Hello everyone. What comes into your mind when you hear the word process? When somebody asks you, what process did you use to achieve this result? What process did you use to achieve a light skin? Okay. So in this lecture, I want us to learn what is a process essay. Now, the purpose of a process essay is to explain. You want to explain how to do something. In simple words, you're giving direction. You're giving direction to someone. If I want to go to a city like New York and I'm from maybe London, how do I go to New York? Okay, so you need to provide a step-by-step process. In either case, the formula of a process essay remains the same. Your process should be articulated into clear, definitive steps. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that almost everything we do in life involves following a step-by-step process. Okay, when you were a child, you learned how to ride a bike and you took a step-by-step process. You learned how to walk by first crawling, then you first started by sitting, then you started crawling, then you started walking on tables and chairs until you could stand on your own. So even in life, if you get a job, you will be taken through a step-by-step process as you start that new job once you complete your studies. So we likewise we have likely to had others tell us the process. For example, when you are at a new workplace, people who are experienced employees will guide you on how things work at your new place of work. And that's what we mean by explaining a process. So now that we know the importance of giving directions, I want you to do an exercise. I want you to try explaining this or write an outline for how to do the following. How to tie a shoelace. Okay. Number two, I want you to write an outline for how to plan a successful first date, especially if you are dating online. I want you to try that. Now, what is the structure of a process essay? Now, before you start writing a process essay, the most important thing is to choose a topic that is interesting. Like if you decide to go into the issue of dating, you want to explain your first date. How did you plan for your first date? Something that is relatively complex and can be explained in a series of steps. This should be followed with your thesis statement. Your thesis statement should come at the end of your introduction and it should state the final outcome of the process you are describing. Was the date successful? Was the first date successful? Or were you offended with whoever you are dating? Body paragraph. What should we have in the body paragraph? We should have the steps in the process. Okay? If you are a lady and you are explaining the first date, you start explaining how you planned the event, how you are calling that person, how you are video calling, how you are grooming yourself, how you bought a new dress. Such like things are what we have in the body paragraphs, and they should be expressed using strong details and clear examples. Conclusion should include thoroughly described results of a process described in the body paragraph. So these are very clear, simple structure that you can follow to write a process essay. So I hope you are going to practice writing process essay, and it should not be all that difficult. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.